It's been now very, it's been like become a routine for me now to go online and then talk to you guys to be able to connect with you. And it feels really, really nice. And I'm able to share this, piece of information, whatever I collect. And I'm able to talk to you guys. So, thank you so much for being part of these conversations that we are having on day-to-day basis, and actively participating in the these live streams that we have. These, of course, are live streams are done for educational purposes. I'm sure you guys are able to make most out of it. I just hope that you guys are able to get a good amount of information through these live streams. I'm able to make some kind of difference to your knowledge levels. So, guys, as part of the live stream session, you know that we have a ritual. We start every day live stream with how the crypto markets are doing, or how the markets are the Bitcoin or the prices, and we start our ritual as I say. So yeah, so Bitcoin at the moment right now is trading at $97,769 as we speak about. So definitely we have seen a dip over past 1 week in the Bitcoin prices. So I think over 1 week it has been trading at say 100,000, some 100,000, something like, it was the prices were going up, and it was obviously above 100,000. So we are seeing some kind of dip on Bitcoin front over 1 week, which is obviously a sad part, or sad news for people who are already invested and were maybe expecting that the prices would go up, but then the prices have gone down. So probably there is a dip there, but it's not something bad that you have to be like crying over. You can definitely wait for some more time, basically, for the prices to go up. Definitely there might be the prices that might be going up, and then you can definitely gain profits out of it. I am not trying to make any kind of financial advice, guys. Here is just truly based on just for educational purposes we are doing this. So this is not a financial advice, so please, you have to be like doing your own research and your own fundamental and technical analysis to be able to make this decision. So I think we've talked enough about Bitcoin. Following that, we have Ethereum. I can see, audiences. Hi, guys, everybody, to people who have joined this live stream. Really, glad to have you all, and I'm really happy that I can see a lot of participation from you guys, and these videos are making a lot of difference to you guys. I'm trying to be as informative as possible, and I'm trying to give you as much information as I can. So do interact with me while we are going through these live streams. Anytime you have a question, anything you want to share, maybe even talk about any other topics that you think probably related to investments, or probably related to Bitcoin, or related to cryptocurrencies. So we can definitely look into all these kind of topics. So coming back to the markets, as I was talking about, following Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, which has been trading at 3,333 US dollars, which is also, again, I think it's a significant change in Ethereum. Like, although for today's market, the Ethereum has gone down by 1.05%, but that, as against the statistics for past 1 week, it is not so bad, because Ethereum has been trading at that price only. I can see a lot of people joined the live stream. Hi, guys. I can see a hello also from Yumo. Yumo, hi. Thank you for being part of this live stream. I'm really happy that you are able to join this live stream and you're able to become part of this beautiful conversations or beautiful, these things that we are going to discuss. So yes, guys, so keep sharing anything that you think related to these live streams or related to cryptocurrencies or any of your investment stories, anything that you invest into. We would like to hear you, we would like to know your stories, we would like to know your good bad investments. There are so many things that we can touch base upon. I think we will definitely talk a lot more now as well as going forward. So please, keep sharing all these things. So uh, now let's just go back to the markets. As we were talking about, we've talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum. Following that, we have BNB, which is trading at 673 US dollars, which is seeing a significant change, which is 1.18% rise in the price as we talk about. Then we have Solana, which is trading at 183. So definitely Solana has seen some kind of dip. If we, assess this basis past 1 week, like statistics, if you look into the prices, definitely Solana has gone down. It was trading at somewhere between 250, 300 also. And now the prices have, definitely gone down. So it's 183.02 that we are, it's dealing at. And then we have XRP, which is at 2203 US dollars. It also has seen some kind of dip at 2.43%. So the overall crypto market, as we talk about, is at $3.31 trillion as of now. So imagine the kind of, you know, the big market it is. Like, definitely over a decade of obviously one decade, we have seen like significant changes that has happened in crypto market. So overall, the bureaucracy, the overall the way crypto markets used to work, how the regulations, everything right now, whatever is happening in the crypto markets is changing rapidly, guys. So this is really, really a true and a real thing, where basically the governments are also interfering in such kind of things, where they are trying to regulate these things and trying to make this as one of your investment options for your future. So we are going to touch base upon a lot of topic, guys. Definitely we are going to look into the traditional kind of investments that we had, that people used to invest, or you guys used to invest, for example. You I'm sure when back in about a decade ago, we didn't even know something called cryptocurrency exists, right? Now that we know something called cryptocurrency is existing, we are definitely looking into whether this is a viable option for us. um, yeah, and basically, we are looking into investing into cryptocurrencies as such. But previously, when cryptocurrencies were not there, we were definitely looking into traditional types of investments. So people just used to invest either into gold, or stocks, or equities, or the normal fixed deposits. That's what has the trend been. So I'm sure even as you are part of these live stream I'm sure you guys also must have invested in your past experiences into any of these traditional products. So anybody who's there in the stream, can they reveal out what exactly do they prefer in terms of investing, whether we have so many traditional products, right? So can anybody tell me, like, maybe they invested in gold, or they invested in equities, or they invested in real estate, or they invested in stocks? I mean, if you want to share, you can obviously write the comment, and I can just read it through. What are your preferences, or what you have invested in past? Maybe you can share those stories with us, or you can share what you would like to invest. Then we'll definitely touch base upon each and every product, and why you should choose cryptocurrency over any traditional product. This is also something we will talk about. So guys, anybody would like to share what do they prefer, equities or gold or stocks? what do you prefer to invest into? Like, what are your preferences? Can do anybody wants to share their experiences, preferences, equities, stocks, gold, fixed deposits? What are your thought processes, guys? Come on, guys, you have to be active. You can't be behaving this way. You have to be active, and you have to tell me what are your investment preferences. I can see there are a lot of people active, and I would like to hear from you. What are your preferences about investing into the traditional forms? Do you like to invest in gold, or do you prefer gold? Mm, I can see one comment here. Yumo, she says that I've been investing in real estate and US stock market. This is what Yumo says. So I think yeah, I think a lot of people, they like investing in real estate because that's what they think that is the best investment options, because on an average, real estate obviously gives double the returns over next, say, about 3 4 5 years. So double or triple the amount of investment that you have done. So people, they only are stuck to the traditional methods or traditional investment options. And US stock market, obviously, stock market also, if we look globally, or we talk about just Indian markets, or we talk about US markets, on an average, we also know that stock markets also, if we talk about just the stock markets on a very conservative side, the average returns that we can look at in the stock markets is 10%. And if we look into investing into equities, which is more risky product, of course, but then you can expect anything between, on an average, 18 to 20 or 18 to 25% return annually. So guys, keep sharing what you like to invest, or what you've been investing. We would like to know from your side, why do you think your traditional methods should only be continued, and we cannot adopt the new crypto world? Because crypto, as we talk about, has seen over a decade, on an average yearly, even up to 80%. That is what the statistics shows, as per the crypto exchanges, the big exchanges that we have, the data that we have over 5 years, 10 years. It shows that the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrencies have fetched even up to 80% of annual growth rate. That is what we have seen. So on an average, every day, as we talk about, cryptocurrency fluctuates more than 4 to 5%. And even if you're investing as low as, say, 500 rupees, or you're investing anything bigger amount also, you can see like really numbers shooting up. That's the reason we always whenever we talk about crypto world or cryptocurrencies, crypto market, we always say that um, it's a bit riskier, and you have to do your own research. You have to do your own technical and your fundamental analysis to be able to make this decision of investing into cryptocurrencies. So so that's the reason, guys. So please do your research when we talk about these traditional finances. And anybody in the audience, can you guys share any investment stories that you think have? Wasim, hi Wasim, I can see that you are commenting. You're saying that there are bad videos, bad and all that. Uh, Please share, why do you think this is bad or whatever. We are more than happy to address to any of your things. Please, guys, be sportive, be positive to answer to my questions, and try to be participative. Share your investment stories, share your investment information. Maybe what products you deal with. It's This is a knowledge session. Basically, this is an informative session where we would like to know from your end, and we would like to talk to you more as an Indian, or into Indian markets you've been dealing with. So what are your investment strategies, options? What do you prefer to invest into, we will definitely like to, uh, know about it. Guys, share your feedback, share your information. Hi, Vaibhavi. Hi. Thank you for being part of this conversation. We welcome you in this live stream. So thank you so much, for sharing your feedback. I'm sure, for some of you, I might be disappointing. For some of you, I am being as, informative as possible. I don't know, maybe if I'm lacking somewhere, something I'm not able to answer, please, guys, um, keep telling me, keep giving a good or bad feedback. It's really okay, because we are all, part of this, and we will definitely work towards making this platform better and better as we go about, because your feedback really matters to me. So, before I actually would like to, because as you guys are not really sharing any kind of, I asked you, I could see only one person saying what, investments they do. But I'm not getting a lot of answers from you guys. Guys, please, this, will help me understand, to give you the comparison, the idea behind asking you what investment options you prefer, or what investments you would like to do, is because that can give me an insight about your understanding about certain products, and then I can tell you how we can compare this to crypto markets, and how better you can make profits out of, which particular product. Definitely this is an educational live stream, guys. Please do not take me as your financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an investment advisor. This is just for information purposes. So when you are going to invest, you have to do your own technical analysis and your fundamental analysis, do your own market research, know your risk appetite, what your risk appetite looks like, how much can you invest. You can start from as low as 500 rupees, but you can also look into investing lump sum. But this complete thing depends on your, financial goal. So whatever we share, this is just information. This will just give you a background or knowledge about what product is, like, it kind of gives you some kind of conceptual information as well as some statistics. But this is not an ultimate reason or ultimate thing to kind of make this decision. So please do share any information you think, like maybe what products do you prefer from the traditional investments, whether it is equities, gold, or you invest in stocks, or you invest in real estate, or you invest in fixed deposits. Anything you think you want to share, please do it, so that we talk about each and every particular product, and then we also try to differentiate what product gives you how much return and what is beneficial. Then based on what your risk appetite looks like and what are your financial goals, you can make the decision of investing. So guys, hopefully so far I think we are good. I mean, I'm trying to be as uh, transparent, as clear as, as clear as possible. If there's anything you want to stop me from, like maybe while I'm talking, you can definitely stop and ask me any kind of question. So I think we are trying to create this healthy live stream. So I would want you to participate, guys. Please do share your comments. Do share, anything that you think in the comments, so that we can have a interactive session rather than me just speaking. I would want you guys also to speak. Uh, there's somebody. Thank you, Webhavi. I can see your comment. Thanks for complimenting. Thanks, Yumo, for complimenting. That's so lovely that you guys really appreciate me. There's Eldreen Lingam, who's also, I don't know if I've said the name right. Sorry for that, if in case I'm not pronouncing it correct. He or she says, do not redeem it. I don't know in what context, but he says do not redeem it. So um, um, yes, I can see one more comment here. That the comment says, "I want to try Bitcoin ETF or related stocks, but I'm not sure." So, guys, yes, many of you who are basically joining these live stream sessions are all beginners. I know, to be honest, I can really relate to Yumo, who is, saying that she's not sure, because this has been in minds of innumerable people. Of course, no, like we are all so confused, or we are so sometimes fearful. What if I invest into this and then it gets into loss, this, that, so many questions we have this all the time when we are trying to make an investment. So my take on this, definitely, again, as I always put a disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an investment advisor. So my take when I get such kind of questions is that, you know uh, there's nothing wrong if you start investing with a small amount. Only invest that much which you are able to bear the loss. For example, that even if you lose this much money in the market, that's not going to impact your life in any way. So start with that much small amount of money, and then you once you get used to it, once you get the idea of how the market works, while you're sitting in the market, you're being patient, you're trying to see the upward downward trend, you're trying to learn how the prices of each but coin or each currency is going up and down. You can learn through your experiences. So like I do a lot of research, and sometimes come across a lot of insightful advices by really good people, the CEOs or the co-founders. So there was this advice by Mr. Sumit Gupta. I think he's a co-founder of Coin DCX, who he mentioned this, that he always says, like, in his interviews, if you have been following him, if you guys are really fond of cryptocurrencies, then you will definitely know the CEO of or the co-founder of Coin DCX company. He's from India, of course, Sumit Gupta. I think he's a well-known YouTuber. Like, he is. There are a lot of we can see a lot of videos of him, or some interviews of him. So he says, you can start with as minimum as like 500 rupees, like the minimum, and then you can slowly build up your portfolio, or you can slowly build up what you want to achieve. It's not necessary you start with a very big amount, get a loss or something, and then end up regretting or something. So start small, start slow. You like go through the markets every day, like be patient. Patience is the key in such kind of markets, whether it's stock market or crypto markets. You have to be patient, and then decide whether intraday works for you, whether leverage trading or the day trading works for you. What works for you, you have to see. Whether you want to invest for long term, what works for you is more important. So you need to assess yourself, what works best for you, and then go about. And to answer to your question, Yumo, she wants to try Bitcoin ETF or related stock, but she's not sure, she says. So I would suggest that you can definitely look into investing low, and then looking to invest low in the sense, looking to invest how much you are able to bear the loss. I'm not trying to give you any financial advice. Again, you have to do your own research while you are doing this. What works best for you? What is your financial goal? What do you want to achieve? Does day trading works for me? Does long term investing works for me? All these things you need to assess by yourself, and then make a decision how much you want to invest. It's not bad, it's not obviously, to try, and then definitely have patience, and then you can definitely invest into Bitcoin ETFs, or any other option also that you're looking to invest into. So I hope I'm able to answer to your question. I'm not trying to be personal. I'm not trying to give you any financial advice. So, guys, please understand this. You have to do your own research, own analysis before you make this decision. So, thanks, guys, for anybody who is sharing their, investment ideas, or they are sharing their investment preferences, which is really helpful for us to be able to differentiate between what product gives you how much. So as I was talking about equities on an average can give you about 15 to 20% return, as we have seen in Indian markets. Like we are as of now primarily talking about Indian markets. So you can definitely, equities is not for everybody, guys, because it is a very risky product. Not everybody would like to invest. Not everybody would have high risk appetite. So you have to see whether equities really work for you. Now, in my experience, because I have previously worked, uh, I have worked into investment advisory roles in my career. As some of you probably, I'm sure, in whoever knows me personally as well, they know that I have worked for some banks. I have worked for some very big banks, where I have also been a financial advisor. In my own personal experience, that I've seen, that people who are that, like most of the people, especially the Indian audiences, they are a bit conservative, because they would like to either invest into very conservative products like fixed deposits, gold, or they either go for debt mutual funds rather than equity mutual funds. So this has been the trend. Guys, I know that not everybody is okay to lose their principal, and equities is such a product where basically you may as well lose out on the principal amount. So as an whoever is into financial advisory or investment advisory, they will always say that if you have a long term perspective of, say, about 3 to 5 years, then it's better to invest in equity only with a long term perspective, because in short term you may lose out on your principal also. That is also possible. So when you look at locking your investments for about 3 5 years, then definitely you can see some kind of growth that's happening to your funds. Otherwise, the other most conservative, on the conservative side, is the fixed deposits. So fixed deposits on an average can give you something between 4 to 8%. I think that's what the savings account or the fixed deposit, so not savings account, I'm so sorry, fixed deposits interest rates. So based on whatever the interest rates prevail as on, for that particular date, year, month, that's what you can on an average get, between 4 to 8%, which is the least return on your investments per year. After fixed deposits, if there's something which can give you better yields or better return, is definitely debt mutual funds. So debt mutual funds, you can of course expect anything to do with 8 to 10% as your return year on year. So the compounded annual growth rate, which we in normal technical or in the normal finance world we say CAGR, which you would have heard, of course, you can expect is a compounded annual growth rate of 8 to 10%. That's what you can expect on the debt funds. Now, coming to equities, like I already mentioned, equities is something which is risky product, and then it gives you around 15 to 20% also, and over 25%. People who are thinking from even taxation point of view, then you can also look into, there are a lot of equity funds which are also tax saving funds, that I will touch base upon, because I'm going to share some investment story as well in some time. Something which I advised one of my clients when I was working with, like when I was working with a bank in back in 2017. So I would like to share that investment story with you guys. Maybe definitely you can get some kind of motivation through that. You can definitely get some kind of information. Like, of course, it's a good piece of information. You can definitely make a note of it, go do your research, and then maybe in future, if you want to invest in such kind of products, you can definitely look into those kind of products as well. So I'll come back to that. So as we also talked about stocks, we talked about fixed deposits, we talked about equities, we also talked about gold. I'm so sorry. Gold, I think we haven't spoken. So gold, as we talk about, I think on an average, gold also has been having a fluctuating return. So as we talk about 2022 statistics, gold has given us around 7 to 8% of return, and over last 2 years something, it hasn't really given that kind of great return on gold. So gold also, you can say on an average 4 to 8% is what you can expect, the return that you can get on gold. So these are all these products that we are talking about currently are all on a very conservative or a very low side. Now, when we compare this whole thing with crypto world, cryptocurrencies, this cryptos are way ahead, though they are highly volatile. I totally agree that it's highly volatile. The markets fluctuate and they go up and down like very quickly, and it's a very risky product, definitely, guys. So somebody who's not at all having any risk appetite should not even think about cryptos. But yes, when you are okay to take some kind of risk, it's highly volatile market. So when you enter into it, instead, I would say, even before entering, I would say just observe the market trend, see the prices how they go up and down, just watch the trend for some time. That's the best way to learn how the market fluctuates. So then you can make a decision when to enter, how to enter, how much to enter with, these kind of questions, whatever you have. Like, I think Yumo, she says she wants to try with $500 first, which is, I think, if you think that $500 is something which is worth risk taking, then you should definitely go ahead for it. But then if $500 is a big amount of money for you, and you think that losing that amount could be significant effect on you, I would not recommend you to start with $500 as well. Go ahead, and there are so many other like currencies as well that are trading at very low prices as well. They are not trading at big price. Like, for example, at the moment Solana is also trading at $183. So you you can also just buy one unit of it. No, not necessarily you have to invest like big. So just see what your risk appetite or your thing looks like, whether investing that much amount is not significantly impacting you, please go ahead and invest that. Or else just make sure that you're just investing that much, how much loss you're able to take. Yeah, I hope, Yumo, I'm able to answer to your question, whatever you have asked me. So guys, moving on, I think I would like to discuss, like I was mentioning about an investment story. So yeah, so back in 2017, I had this client who was like more interested in tax saving. Okay, so everybody has, like I was telling you, like they have their own financial goals, right? Some have, like, they want to buy a house, they want to buy a car, they want to save for their retirement, they want to save for education, various financial goals everybody has. So this guy was more concerned about say saving on tax, because as you know, in India, when we invest into any kind of these products, like investment products, we are basically paying heavy taxes. Like, I think back in a few years ago, the tax rate was also at more than 12-15%. The long term capital gain taxes that we're talking about, the invest. So the people who do not know what long term or the short term capital gain taxes are those taxes which you have to pay on your returns on investment. Say, for example, you have invested about 100,000 US dollars in, say, some XYZ mutual fund or some equity product. So, and you have made a profit of, say, about $20,000 on it, on your, which this is obviously a hypothetical situation. I know this, the prices cannot go so drastically up or down. So it's just a hypothetical example. So if you made, say, 20,000 profit, so the tax that you will pay will be on the 20,000 profit that you have made, not on the $100,000. Now you have invested 100,000, but your 100,000 has reaped 20,000 profit on it. So the capital gain tax will be imposed on your profit and not on your invested amount. So that is what short-term capital gain tax or the long-term capital gain tax is calculated in India. So I'm sure you guys, being Indians, you know this calculations very well. So, like I was mentioning, I had this client who was basically interested in, investing into some kind of tax beneficial, products. So he came up one day to me, and he was like, "Ma'am, just suggest me some product where I can save on taxes." So then, looking at his, the amount, then I obviously, as I was financial advisor, of course, I'll ask my questions, right? I asked him questions: how much are you looking to invest? What are your goals? What, things like that. All the questions that I had to ask, I asked him. So he said, okay, I am ready to invest, say, about 10 lakhs, like, 10 lakhs, or 10 million, as in, the global terminology that we talk about. So he was ready to invest that much amount. So he said, tax saving. So I suggested him investing into DSP ELSS tax saver fund, which, as of now, if we talk about, the NAV stands at 134 rupees, guys. So DSP is, the beauty about this product. Let me just tell you, the tax saver funds are always, if we talk about the safety of it, the benefits that we get, all these things are like, these things, because sometimes what happens is, when you are investing directly into equity, because it's a risky product, there are things where you can diversify your funds into funds which are, a group of funds, basically. So this DSP funds, as we speak about, for 1 year, this particular product has given 27.57% CAGR. That's compounded annual growth rate. And this same product has given, for 3 years, it has given around 75.14%, and for 5 years it has given around 160.49%. So on an average, if we see the absolute annualized returns, sorry, I'm so sorry, it's 20 point, I'm talking about this absolute returns that I gave you the data about. Now I'll tell you what is the annualized returns. There's a difference between absolute returns and the annualized returns, right? So the annual return has been, for 1 year, it has been 27.49%, guys. It's not a joke. Definitely these funds cannot be invested for short periods. So you have to have a lock-in period for 3 years at least. Now, what is lock-in period? Let me tell you. When you invest into such kind of funds, basically you are invested for a longer period. Why we do this kind of a thing is because to safeguard ourselves from the risk that we have associated with investing in equities. Say, for example, you are investing for a shorter time period, because these equity markets are so fluctuating, they are so volatile, you might end up getting in losses. So the best way to invest is to stake, to stay invested for a longer period. So overall, if we look into this particular product, this product has given around 27.57 returns, and then it has also given around 20.52% of 5 years return. So, which is, of course, not a small thing. It is a good return that we can see. So, my client back in 2017, they have invested into this fund with 10 lakh rupees, and they are sitting at 26 lakhs as we speak about. So imagine, this fund has given them 16 lakhs profit, which is not a joke. Yeah. So if, say, somebody even in back in that year would have invested more than 10 lakhs as well, they would be sitting at like crores of rupees right now. So this is the power of compounding, guys, as we speak about. This is not a joke, of course. And I for all of you who knows that I have worked in advisory roles and all, they know that I have advised, and my client was really happy with the kind of returns they got. So I'll definitely tell you why I have suggested this kind of product is, a, he wanted a tax saving product. So this definitely fit into that. So as per section 80C of Income Tax Act, this particular product up to 1,50,000 gives a tax exemption or a tax benefit. So even if, say, you are investing anything over and above this amount, up to 1,50,000 is what you can get the benefit. So, and say even you're making some profits out of it, your profits are only chargeable after this certain extent, like about after 1,50,000 only. So your long term capital gain tax on this particular product will be 10%. I think the government has, after 2024 July, I think they have lowered the tax rates, not particularly for ELSs, but for the other mutual funds or equities. So this particular product, you will be charged 10% LTCG, which is definitely a good thing, right? So you can save up to 1,50,000 on this product, and then over and above whatever you are getting the profits, that's what will be charged as your taxes. So guys, imagine he has invested 10 lakhs and he's sitting at 26 lakhs. So all compounded annual growth rate of almost 20.57% he has seen, and he has been able to fetch around 16 lakhs of profit. So guys, although there are more of ELSS funds in this market, where some of them are even giving 40% returns as well, like some like SBI long term advance fund series 4, whose annual 3 years return has been 38% and 5-year return has been 22%. Then there is SBI tax advantage fund series 3, which is giving 3 years 38%, and 5 years it's been giving 24%. Then better than all these funds that we have been talking about, there's another fund which is called Contax Plan, QUANT, okay, and that has been giving for 3 years 40%, and 5 years it has been giving 22%. Imagine, guys, somebody who would have invested even 10,000 starting or anything, like there are SIP options also in systematic investment plan. You can start with as low as 500 rupees as well, or you can go for lump sum amounts. So what if for 5 years we are able to get 22%, or say about 24%, then imagine how the money would have grown drastically or exponentially over 5 years or 3 years. The beauty of this product is that you have a very low lock-in period, which means unlike any other equity fund, you don't have to stay invested for 5 years, say 10 years or something. It's only for 3 years that you stay invested, and after 3 years you have the option to redeem and just leave the market. So that is always available. So this is one of the best options. Within 3 years you can decide if you made good profits, you can get out of the market, after taking a profit after 3 years, or you can still stay invested and wait for 5 years and see that whether these products are giving you better returns. Maybe sometimes it happens, yes, probably the 3 years return is not as good as 5 years return. So you can on an average calculate yourself which one is good and which is, which is good as per you, and then you can choose the option whether you want to stay invested. It's never bad, a decision to stay for longer. But like I always mention, it's your choice. What are your financial aspirations? That matters really. So you have to see what works for you. 3 years, 5 years, you have to decide. Now coming to the cons of this particular product, only the I think the con or the disadvantage of this is because it has limited total benefits, because there are tax implications, because you are not having too many, uh, because this is a tax based product, so there are certain limitations to it when we talk about maybe. So that you need to decide, definitely from if I say the benefits are more as compared to the the disadvantages of it. So you can definitely look into this particular product to invest. I shared the story of one of my clients also. There's an example of it, of course. I've told you the fund name. I have shared how much he has invested, and then he was able to get how much return. So you have all the statistics in front of you, all the information. Definitely, you can go back, check for yourself, check the trend of the particular product. How has it been doing past 1 year, 5 years, 3 years down the line, and then make such decisions. So I hope this story or this particular example was able to make some kind of uh, you know impact, or some effect on you guys. Like, yes, such kind of things do exist and such kind of things happen, and it's a real life, real scenario that I'm talking about. So this I mean, sharing this particular example is all about just to give you that these things are not just for because we have this perception, right, that oh, this might be advertised, they might be selling this. No, we are not trying to just say that this is an advertisement or something like that. It's more to do with the real time scenario that I'm talking about. So this will definitely give you an idea about how things are working and all that. So please go ahead and you do your own research while you are actually making any kind of investment decisions. So do your own homework or research, and then we can definitely talk or touch base upon all these things going forward. Like maybe in the next episode when we come live tomorrow, then we can definitely discuss more on this part. Once you go from here, maybe you can discuss this with your family, friends, or you can go do your own research, then come back to me and share this piece of information with me. So, guys, I think I have touched based upon all the topics that we were supposed to talk about for today. We've touched on crypto markets, we've touched upon the traditional finances, to be precise, gold, stock, or equities or fixed deposits, real estate, everything. I think we try to compare the both also. So let's just hope that we are able to connect with more information tomorrow. So I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Thank you to all those people who were able to be part of this lovely conversation and were able to discuss certain things with me. So I'll see you guys with much more informative videos and live stream videos tomorrow. So till then, stay connected, guys. I love you all, and then see you. And I'll hope to see you tomorrow at the same time. Bye bye.